Opening the suitcase of consciousness. I'm rather more optimistic than Minsky in regard to finding some metaphysical order amongst the baggage if we open the suitcase of consciousness. Inside, I suggest we can find a spectrum of positions. At one extreme is behaviorism. This includes the most radical of all consciousness deniers and eliminators, though since the cognitive revolution in the mid-20th century, it's been generally discredited. At the other extreme, we can locate the researchers who can be described as qualiophiles. In other words, they accept the reality of qualia, see them as possibly causal and as definitely requiring an independent scientific explanation. Many researchers have reduced the problem of consciousness to the nature of the self and the nature of qualia. For example, the New Zealand psychologist Ming Singer divides the territory into two camps. Firstly, theories of the agentic or functional self. Here, consciousness is concerned with information processing, awareness, appropriate reactivity, and flexibility of behavior. The self is conceived of as the chief executive controller of the human organism, or what Dennett calls the engaged agent. The other part of the territory is occupied by what Singer calls theories of the sentient self. These insist on sensory phenomenology as the basis of consciousness. As John Searle put it, the problem of consciousness is the problem of qualia. And trying to explain qualia is exactly what David Chalmers meant when he coined the term the hard problem. As an example of the extreme agentic end of the spectrum, we can take Herbert Simon, one of the pioneers of digital computing. Simon argued that it was no accident that human beings developed the digital computer. This, he concluded, must be an accurate and realistic model of the human mind. As one psychologist commented, Simon, as a consequence, tended to confuse machine psychology with human psychology.